Right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We back for another show. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this show. And like I've been saying, I've been doing shows every day for the month. I'm gonna do it every day for the month of December. So I appreciate everybody that tunes in. Some of y'all been here every day, and I appreciate that. All right, let me see. Let me see as I got the YouTube going. YouTube is working. Let me send out the request. Friends. Let everybody know that I'm live. Yeah, I got something to talk. I got some things to talk about. Did anybody see Claimers Uncut Earthbound video? I don't know. Is that going to actually be the name of the game, or is that the name of his studio? Because a lot of people, from my experience, especially when they first make a game, they use the company name as the what the title is going to be until they decide what they're going to make the actual title be. And I'm gonna talk about Fight Night Forever. I feel kind of disrespected because I showed them all respect in the world. So I feel kind of disrespected. Let me see. We are live. All right. Let me at least get one or two people in, and then I start talking. Give me a second. And this funniest thing. Salute to Beast. He called me this morning. MMA. Why do y'all, to me, when y'all say it's only a game and it's a video game, y'all making excuses to use something or say something. Cause when you say in context of a video game, that word came from fighting games. Spamming came from arcade fighting games. Why can't I educate people about boxing? That is not spamming. I will look like a fool going to a boxing match or going into a gym saying, hey, stop spamming that jab. Hey, stop spamming that hook. Hey, stop spamming that uppercut. Hey, you know better than that. That don't make no sense. You're supposed to be educating people on stuff. I'm pretty sure if you were deeper than you are in MMA, I'm pretty sure an MMA fan was in the same predicament that I'm in. They will defend certain words that's being said. To me, I have a right to defend my sport. I lost so much in this sport. I'm not getting at people, but I'm getting at people. Because it's like everybody always like, oh, it's just a game that you pay money for. That's not free. It becomes more than just a game when it's not free. You have every right as a customer to be critical about things, especially if you were involved in it in some type of way. And I'm talking about the sport. I don't know why it's like y'all say I'm nitpicking, but y'all nitpicking the words that I'm using for realistic boxing. Then the next word gonna come out somebody's mouth. Poe, it's not a realistic boxing game. I know it's not realistic boxing or a realistic boxing game, but I can say the words hoping that we get the realistic boxing game. I'm speaking it into existence. It ain't got to be Steel City. It don't got to be undisputed, but I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to use these words. I'm not going to everything spamming. My thing is to educate. It's not spamming. I don't even want that word in my brain when I go to a gym and I'm helping or training somebody. Yo, I want you to go out there and spam that jab. Then the guy gonna look at me like, that ain't what he told me to do. He told me to just keep popping the jab. Those 2 or 3 jabs. I said spam that jab. So why am I using words that make other people comfortable? I'm not trying, and y'all can use all the words y'all want. Gatekeeping, Poe, just he being over the top. Y'all keep saying people being over the top. Money is involved. Time is involved. I'm not being over the top. Even when I see y'all watch videos, like I see, I'm not going to say about the YouTuber, was watching a boxing match and his perspective was garbage. And he proved the point to me. You don't know jack about boxing. Every boxing match does not have to be a slugfest. You know why people are okay with slugfest? Because they wish they can fight like that. It looks close to what they would do. A person that doesn't have strength or they're not strong as another boxer, they will be a fool to slug, to stand in there and keep slugging with somebody. See, I'm here to educate. I'm gonna start educating y'all fools. Straight up. Why would a person that really don't have punching power stay in the pocket, constantly throwing punches at a person that can knock them out at any time? Y'all don't care. That's why y'all would never make good managers, promoters, or anything, because y'all don't care. It's like you sending your child, and I won't even use the child because y'all don't care. But y'all send somebody out to war without being prepared for it. Just go and do it. You'll be okay. This stuff bothers me. And y'all keep saying, it's just a game, Poe, you're being too over the top. Y'all saying it's just a game, but y'all play the game every day. Y'all play the game continuously every day, sometimes for hours. That's a job. Oh, it's just a job? People don't like for people to talk about their jobs when they know they're putting time into it. I put time into boxing. No, I'm not a boxing star. No, I didn't win a belt. No, but I did more than a lot of people on this internet did that's playing games. A lot. And the reason why I'm saying this, because y'all always downplay everything I say. Everything. If it's not in the open, y'all saying it behind my back, and other people will tell me. And that's a shame. A lot of y'all I consider to be friends, but guess y'all frenemies. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, give me a second. I didn't know y'all was in here. Apologize. Let me see. I hope Claimer game comes out. Poe, what's up, Blaze? Pound for pound. What's up, Precisely? See, one thing I know why everybody want Claimer game to come out. Claimer made this game in 10 months. It's not a full game. That's one thing that I learned from development, working with companies. Once you put the game out and it's not a complete game, everybody wants you to put it out. And you know what happens? We get what Steel City gave us. Once Steel City put ESBC Undisputed out, fans kept saying they wanted. And Steel City said, all right, we're going to give it to them. That's why I hate when when companies give in to people. Don't show your game. If I was making a game right now, came into some money and I was making a game, y'all would never know until it's about to drop. It'll be a complete game when I tell you. But why should I tell you when you're going to keep saying, come on, man, you need to put the game out. It don't matter. Put the game out. I see that all the time. It's like 3 to 4 games that I was involved with in some type of way. And it was the fan base that kept pushing the company. And that's sad. It's always them one people. Not and with my psychology, the way that I think about things, I pay attention to it. Just like this guy yesterday. People was getting on him because he was just commentating the fights, the boxing matches yesterday. And they kept telling him, come on, man, show us the fight. He said, I can't show you the fight because I would get a strike on my video. He said, I could commentate, let y'all know everything that's happening. It's like 20 to 30 people kept asking him, begging him. And he was tempted. And I was like, yo, don't be a fool. Because people don't care about you. They don't care about your product because they're going to be the first ones to have something to say if it's bad. You know, even with Steel City, I remember they kept saying, we ain't going to bring it out yet. We're not going to bring it out yet. Then so many people kept saying, no, bring the game out. They said, we can't miss this money. But that was stupid of them because no matter what another boxing game was going to come out, they could have took their time. But no, they rushed the game out with all types of problems. And then the excuses they said, everything that's not in the game, they took out intentionally. Referee, clinching, and everything else that we don't have. Precisely. Yo, that Crown League thing was stupid. Yesterday, people were getting banned because they were blocking and throwing body jabs. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's too many rules that they're making. The game should play the way it should play. But then you got to make rules to accommodate for what Steel City didn't add. You know, people get mad at me, but I got to tell the truth. I got to tell how I feel. I can't worry about how you feel about something. Because a lot of stuff I be hearing them saying, I'm like, yo, that's not real boxing. And then they keep saying, it's just a game. But it's a game that's supposed to emulate boxing. Straight up. Let me see. Took out the ref. Didn't even know they had one before. Exactly. They took it out. Took out the inside fight. It was like inside fighting fight. It looked realistic. They had inside fighting. Somebody told them to take it out because my thing is, and if y'all agree with me, let me know. If you could put DLC in the game, some boxes with unique styles, shouldn't you be able to put a referee and inside fighting in the game? That makes sense. And oh yeah, this is something I got something to say to Steel City. And they always make a billion excuses. Is it technically the basketball players that's on the court and it's square shaped and it's basically a boxing ring, right? And all them basketball players and none of them glitching and doing all type of crazy stuff on the basketball court. They using the excuses that developers use 10 and 20 years ago. I mean, 15 and 20 years ago. They using them excuses. It's no excuse. It's no excuses. WWE, I'm gonna keep saying it. WWE. There could be like what, seven characters in the ring. No hiccups. The characters not all over the ring. It is an excuse. It's a major excuse. And their thing is they're banking on people that don't have the intelligence to see that. Especially me, I see that. And I was listening to, no disrespect, but it's disrespect. Boxing Fanatical was saying stuff. I kind of felt that it was aimed at me when he was saying certain things. Because I'm the only one that be saying certain things. What I say, I can back it up. And like I say, when it comes to business, the upper echelons, they're going to tell you what they want you to say and repeat. Then Boxing Fanaticals said, no, I'm saying what I heard. Boxing Fanaticals said, these guys work hard. That sounds like you're repeating because you don't work in the UK. You was working from Miami, from Florida. So how you can say what they are doing? I looked at reviews of the jobs. They were saying that the company wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. A lot of people taking all these vacations, like I peeked out, that the atmosphere was not what people thought it was. So I'm like, why are we protecting this company? You can literally see what's wrong with the company. You ain't got to do research like I always do. Like people, I'm like, I got receipts for everything I talk about. I have receipts for it. Boxing Fanatical is a bozo. I ain't gonna go out like that, but I just hate when people say that. It seem like they saying something to you, but they're not saying something to you. My thing is, I'm not protecting any company. If I wasn't protecting EA, a multi-billion-dollar company, and I could have tried to find a way to milk the company if I wanted to, they were giving me gifts and stuff. Trips, went to the Mike Tyson premiere, merch, different stuff. They even let me structure the forums the way kind of how I wanted to. They actually gave me my own section in the forum that I could say about my ideas because I'm gonna have a billion ideas. So I can put my ideas in it. So companies can't buy me. They can't buy me, to make me say what I know is not true. And I know everybody had their own preference for a boxing game, but then people say, well, Poe, that's how you want it. Yeah, but that's how you want it too. You want your own way of the game, and I want my own way of the game. But what makes what you want more right than what I want? And then the myth. I got a blog up. You know who supports the game the most? The offline mode. They keep making up these big narratives talking about no, online is more important. That's where the most of the players be. For a sports game, for what are you talking about? You talking about the MMO games? What are you talking about? When it comes to sports games and a lot of these single player games and stuff like that, their offline modes are the biggest fan base. What's it called? Biggest fan base? Undisputed biggest fan base was offline. Once your offline community dies, your game dies. Y'all keep saying if the online community dies, the game dies. That's crazy. It makes no sense. The only reason y'all saying that because that's what y'all do, and y'all creating a narrative. We could do the research. I could sit down for an hour and we could do the research. The offline mode saves the online mode. For one, say the offline mode goes offline. Like there's something wrong that they got to repair the game, and it might take a week. Might take a week. You got the offline to play and tweak certain things. A lot of games, they use the offline first, like companies, they use the offline first. They fix things in the offline, see how it plays and stuff. Then they see how well it plays offline. Then they start putting it online. Then the problems start happening. Certain things start happening. And people keep saying that desync can't be fixed. Some people saying that. Yes, it can. It can be fixed. It's up to the company. It could be, and they keep saying, well, if we transfer over to Unreal Engine, it'll be fixed. It could be fixed on Unity. It's just that y'all coding or whatever y'all did, y'all messed up the game. They said a lot of the developers they hired originally never made a game in their life. That's why the game is the way it is. That's a great excuse they could put out there. What company actually tells you that? When I heard that, and I was like, y'all sound like y'all making, like reaching for excuses. They like reaching for excuses. What sense did that even make? Boxing and Undisputed is a bit closer to realistic than Fight Night. Is a little bit footwork wise. I say footwork wise. Me myself from my experience with it, but you know it's a lot changed since I played the game. Yeah, and they used to like even the mechanics. There was a lot of mechanics that looked good in the beta. So I played the beta. I think once I played the beta and then I tried to play what we have now. Well, what we have now is worse than what at that time I played. I couldn't play it because I would be real bad in here complaining and stuff. A lot of people be like, yo, give up, Poe. You don't play the game. You can't speak about it. Yes, I can speak about it. Even though I didn't buy my original copy, I put money up for 2 or 3 more copies. So stop. I'm always got a voice. They said crossplay couldn't be in the game, and it's in the game. Yeah, beta 2 was elite. Yeah, that was crazy. I knew that could be done. But that thing is the reason why they pushed for crossplay, it was a strategic move to make the numbers look good for the investors. Because when you merge every community together, see, it still has a big player base because the player base is shrinking. It's constantly shrinking. And I can't see this game lasting another, I say 3 months the most. I can't see it lasting that long. Then it's going to take them probably 2 to 3 years to put this game on Unreal Engine. So I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do. Let me see. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, let's get to what I was talking about. I got distracted. Let's talk about Claimer's game. Claimer Uncut game. And I'm still wondering, is that really the name? Because so many companies, they're using their company name as the name of the game. Yeah, so see, I was trying to show it, but I don't have a video recorder that I could snatch videos off of YouTube. And I was wishing that AJ Pax pop up. He probably could have did it. But yeah, with Claimer's game, it it showed a lot of potential, a lot of potential. But then a lot of people saying that's a cinematic trailer. That's not really gameplay. Are you sure? My thing is, are you sure? And I'm Claimer, he's trying to actually get like deep into development. And this thing is he want people to support him and stuff. And my thing is, Claimer, if you're watching this video, go on LinkedIn. There's quite a few people that want to make a boxing game. Quite a few. And my post that I made on LinkedIn, it has over 1,000 views in 2 days. So that means it's a lot of people looking at my post. It shows that a company can make $2.5 billion. I structured it. Steel City, that's my thing. That's your loss. Any company that pulls me in or anything, I'm guaranteed to make sure they be billionaires, straight up. Because everybody looked at them like, yo, why no company? Everybody always say that. Why no company never snatched you up? You know why? They scared of me and they feel that I'm too opinionated and I'm going to say something that they don't like, but then they figure if they say something, they scared of me still. That's crazy. My thing is, I just want a realistic boxing game, at least as an option by default. It's just crazy. Yeah, let me see. Give me a second. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I was having a little debate. Let me see. A Smooth said he got a lot of things that ESBC had showcased a while ago, a while back, but the look of the game looks too cinematic, like a tech demo. Yeah, it did. It really did. That's why a lot of people like kind of questioning it. But I'm not questioning it. Long if it put fear in people to make a better game or inspire people to make a better game, do what you got to do. Let them think how they want to think until you drop something. Oh yeah, I was having an argument. People, I get it gets me frustrated when people say it's just a game. They like when you say they do it to make you um accept certain things, and I can't pretend I never boxed. I really can't pretend I never boxed. When I walk down the street, some people know that I box. Yo, he used to box. They talk to me and stuff. People know that I used to box. I can't pretend that I didn't box. I went to a gym. Some people recognize me. He used to box. Oh, you box? I want you to be a trainer. But I'm doing too many other things for me to be a trainer right now. I don't want to neglect certain things. But like, you was in the argument too. I think you was. I don't call it an argument in a debate when they was talking about spamming. The word spamming should not be in a combat game. Because when you do that, you starting to associate it with a fighting game. You would never go in the gym and say, yo, he's spamming the jab. You're supposed to teach people about the sport instead of saying, oh, stop spamming the jab, stop spamming the hooks and stuff like that. If I'm boxing somebody in real life, exactly, Jokers got on me about it. I'm like, yo, you serious? And you telling me I'm not a regular smuggler joker. You telling me. Salute, Still City Boxing. Yeah, I'm not a regular smuggler joker. He telling me, Poe is just a game, man. Basically, why you criticizing somebody saying spamming punches? Because this is a combat sports game. It's boxing. When I used to teach my son how to box, I never said, all right, now I want you to spam the jab. That's crazy. That to me, in a way, it shows me the disrespect that you have for the sport. And I see it all the time in the game. The disrespect. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the things that people say, you shouldn't be able to, because somebody got banned. He said, I got banned for throwing 3 and 4 jabs to the body. You supposed to jab a person. If I was training somebody, I said hit him to the body. He didn't block the body again. Hit him to the body. He ain't blocked the body then. Hit him to the body again. Then when he blocked the body, boom, hit him with a right hand. But you keep telling people not to spam. That's mechanics. Y'all not complaining about it. See, that's the thing. Nobody's complaining about it. You know what they're saying? People are spamming punches. Why aren't y'all complaining about not having things in the game that prevent people from spamming punches? Not nerfing something. Somebody was saying you shouldn't be able to throw 3 and 4 hooks. Man, if I can hit somebody with 3 and 4 hooks and they're not blocking that side of their face, or they're not preventing me from hitting them with 3 and 4 hooks, that's on them. That's not on me. That's not arcade, but y'all make it arcade. Y'all keep making up your own narratives. If a person hit you with 3 right hands, and I've seen it done. I've did it. No, I threw 2 right hands. 3 right hands, that's, to me, that's more of the people that's like boxers, like, like showboat type boxers. They hit you with 3 or 4 with right hands. Because I remember telling when I was sparring Shannon, that joker playing with me, he hit me with 3 right hands. Back to back. Boom, boom. I was like, oh, snap, son. Put your hands up. It's getting so bad that people are complaining about block spam in these stupid leagues. Yeah, that's crazy. They complain about crazy stuff. And I got semi-disciplined for saying certain things. And I'm like, yo, now I gotta stop trying to make a game be better, because when I say certain things, it's not for Undisputed, because I think Undisputed is way past anybody really trying to help it. I'm saying this for the other people that watch my videos. I got game developers that actually watch my videos, and I appreciate y'all. My video gets circulated on LinkedIn. I get mad likes on my videos. So that means they're watching my videos. Imagine Ali or Roy Jones coach telling them to stop throwing so many jabs. You're spamming. Exactly. Imagine Mike Tyson throwing a combination the way he be throwing. Hit you with a hook to the body. No, a hook to the body, hook to the body, hook to the right hand. He's spamming the combinations. Yo, what the heck is going on? They too attached to that word. They don't complain about your head, don't really move off the center line, the tracking of your punches and stuff like that. They're not tracking it. I mean, they're not saying anything about it. If you win too much or you spam it, exactly. Yo, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Your movement is spamming. You spamming the movement. Yo, did somebody say somebody was spamming? What's that loose foot movement? You spamming it? My thing is, y'all should be complaining about every boxer has loose foot movement. You heard what Ash said about that? Did anybody hear that interview when Ash said he got to make it fair, so he made everybody had loose foot movement? That's crazy. So Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano, all these guys that never did loose foot movement in their life, they're doing it. That's crazy. But you talking about your game is authentic. By them using that word, you realize they don't say realistic, sim, and authentic or none of that together. Because with authentic, you can shape the narrative of what it is. They could be like, we never said realistic, like they kept saying they never said the game was sim. They were saying that for a long time. We never said the game was sim. The game not sim. It's literally on your Steam page before you took it down. I think they took it down. It was on their website. It said it was a realistic sim. Ash said it a couple of times in his videos. I downloaded the because I know how people do things. He said it quite a few times in his videos. He said he want the game to be hyper realistic. What does hyper mean? As realistic as possible. Stop walking around the rain blocking. You spamming. Yeah, that's crazy. They just be using words, and people keep saying it's, it still bothers me when people say it's just a game. So when you say it's just a game, criticism means nothing. It's like you try to stop all type of criticism. I'm criticizing the game as a former boxer and a gamer. So my criticism gonna be a little over some people. I'm over the top than some people because the game does not live up to what was first promised. And it's crazy how they literally tricked us because what sold the game, and people keep trying to dispute it. What sold the game is that video. That video that we saw. That's what sold the game. Then they say, nah, it's because people was waiting for a game and it's the first. Nah, that's not what it was. Because you know what happened? Once this game launched, the numbers started dropping because it wasn't what was advertised. This game is on life support. The leagues is trying to help it. The leagues is literally trying to help this game survive. People got to be realistic about things. They saying I'm being unrealistic. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. If I could just show y'all some of the conversations I be having on LinkedIn with these developers. I'm not being over the top about anything. In 2025, I'm not over the top about anything. And then people like Claymon Cut, he's showing a lot that can be done in a short period of time by one person. Love C Shorty, one person. What's the other guy's name with the boxing game that goes by the name of the company? Boxing Lounge, salute. Yeah, what's the company? I mean, what's that game called again? Damn, I forget the name of it. But that game, it looks beautiful. It looked like, they're gonna do great things with that game, but they just don't show enough. And basically, they kind of doing what I said. Stop showing so much of your game when it's not a complete game, because people gonna beg, hope for you to release it, and then when you do release the game in at a certain way. No, not Claimer's game, the one by the 3 developers, the one that we saw before Claimer brought his video out. Yeah, but it's a lot of people trying to make a boxing game. And people don't realize that it's a lot of money in boxing. It's a lot of money in a boxing video game. What happens to the cut, swelling, and the sweat that they showed in the ESBC trailer? There's no animations where the coaches or trainer interact with the boxers in the time out like Vaseline. What exactly? They cut all types of corners. And I hate bringing up his name. It seemed like Will made them cut all them corners because the timeline, he might not have nothing to do with it, but the timeline says he had a lot to do with it. Look at when Will was hired, and look how the game looked after Will was hired. That's what you got to look at. A lot of people saying we been conspiracy theorists and all that. Conspiracy theorists always try to pay attention to everything. Everybody else just accept everything. Let me see. Oh yeah, Leafy making his game. You know, like these guys, I'm keep telling them, like, what's the name of that game? Y'all know the one that first came out and they was boxing in the ring and they looked real good. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. But that game and Love C Shorty, Claimer's game, and I know it's gonna bother me that I don't know, and then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, how I forget that name. Yeah, but these games they could get funding because they have working models. When you have a working model of a game, you could get funding. Like Love C Shorty, he could ask like what I did when I used to help with Round for Round. Round for Round could have had made a boxing game, but the owner, he got scared. He got nervous. He was scared. Because all he needed, because if he would have got, say, 20 sponsors, high profile sponsors, like Deer Park Water, or he could get what's that? Any of them sports drinks. Any of them. That was guaranteed money because these guys, when you get sponsors, they pay you large sums of money to put their product placement in your game. So if they had like 20 product placements in a boxing game that looked realistic to what boxing is, it would have paid for almost their whole development costs. Now imagine somebody like Leafy, imagine somebody like Love C Shorty or Claimer. They could get the money. Just have your player models go on LinkedIn and tell people you got a game model, and you want some sponsors or anybody that was willing to invest and helping you get your product out. But a lot of them not doing that. Y'all got to do that. What's your expectation of Undisputed? We're asking that to everybody that's here. And hit the like button and share it. And share this video. Yeah, my expectations is very low. I'm a low ball use expectation on them. I think they might put the referee in the ring. Clinching, I don't think they're gonna put clinching in the ring. They're gonna find an excuse because to them, and I actually heard one of the developers or somebody saying that we don't need clinching, and I heard a content creator say it. Then my thing is, you don't know what clinching is for. You really don't know what clinching is for. You talk about no, it slows down the game too much and stuff like that. you don't know boxing. You can prevent a clinch, and you actually can use the clinch for your benefit. But people hate thinking. That shows their limited thinking. I clinched a lot of times. I would have been a fool if I wasn't clinching. For one, I was a small heavyweight. I'd have been a fool not to clinch. When I was sparring Shannon Briggs or one of them big heavyweights, I'm clinching, guaranteed to clinch. Jab, throw a right hand and clinch you. Jab, body shot, clinch. Getting them tired. That's what clinching does too. It gets you tired. It probably won't ever happen. It's a good chance it might not happen because the way that Steel City like losing their fan base, they got to start digging in pockets, and then the investors and the publishers, they're going to wonder why they're not making money no more. And then Ash going to have to get on his knees and crawl to Turkey, hoping that Turkey would give him money for a game. And then Turkey going to probably be mad at him, be like, why did you push me out? All you're going to do is let me market your game, but you ain't let me be a part of your game, which was the stupidest thing in the world. Because if Ash would have had Turkey on his side with development, I'm pretty sure he would have poured as much money as possible into making this game great. Because he was saying it in that interview. He literally said it. But I guess Ash was scared or nervous or whatever, and he picked them the four investors in England. Steel City Boxers say they could fix desync and add the referee. I don't know what TL mean. And the game is still trash. That's how many bugs and flaws this game has. Everything is bad and undisputed. It really is. You know, it's a lot of people that defend this game. They'll defend it with their life if possible. It's crazy. Because the descent can be fixed. But I don't know, because they saying it's a lot of things wrong with the coding. And then when you saying a lot of things wrong with the coding, so that means you're semi-blaming it on aimbot. Because aimbot is supposed to be the coder. I think he got extra coders with him. Oh yeah, this is another thing I want to address. It was brought up that in the studio people don't agree with ideas and stuff, but when it comes to Steel City, when it comes to ideas, boxing is boxing. Boxing is boxing. You can't just change talking about, well, that ain't boxing. Boxing is boxing. Let me see who that is. Oh, AJ Pax popped up in the house. What's up, AJ? What's up, AJ? Let him get himself together. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's crazy how I really didn't want my whole series to be about Steel City, you know, like really talking like a whole month about Steel City and nothing. AJ, I can't hear you. I just see your icon up there. If you yeah, it's like, you know, I don't want to talk about them, but you know, now that we got what's the name of the game? Is it Truth Bound? Is it Truth Bound? Yeah, but what's called Claimer, the way he was talking about the game, it sounded weird to me. I'm like, what kind of game are you making? He's talking about factions and stuff in a game. So is he making an RPG game with boxing in it? Because it was like, I'm like, what is he talking about? He talking about all these extra things. And that's how it is with when I be on LinkedIn. People be like, they say, yeah, I want a boxing game, but I'm gonna put this in there and that in. I'm like, that don't go on no boxing game. But no, I just hope Claim Uncut just whatever he's thinking about doing, he does it seamlessly, and you actually deals with boxing more than anything. Because what people are gonna say, well, their excuse is gonna be like, it wasn't really a boxing game, it was an RPG game, and that had boxing in it. You know how people always try to defend a company, so they gotta nitpick certain things. Yeah, what's up, AJ? No, I don't hear nothing. I just see. Oh, there you go.
What's up?
Nothing much. I was trying to talk about what's the video that we watched yesterday.
Yo, that video, man. That video got me excited, man. This undisputed. It's a depression. It's a depression for a boxing game right now, man. Like I don't care to play undisputed anymore. But when I saw that video was so good for God, what's the name of the game? What's the name of the game? The Truth. It's something about the Truth.
Truthbound.
Truthbound. That's the name of the title right now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, when I saw that, man, at first I thought it was too good to be true. And a lot of people thought that as well. A lot of people thought it was like AI generated. But as I kept on looking around, it looks like it's just a matter of when it's going to be, when he's going to give it to everyone to test out.
Yeah, that's true. Because a lot of people say, "No, man, that's just a cinematic trailer."
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think he would work because he's an expert at stuff like that. So I don't think he would have spent no 10 months just to do a trailer when he could do it in a couple of days.
I was shocked, man. When I saw it, it's like there was a certain shock because you're seeing what we have right now with a boxing video game, which is Undisputed is supposed to be the best boxing game we have right now. And then you see what this guy made. And what was his slogan, man? What's his name? His name is Claimer Uncut. What did he say? 298 days it took him to make that. One man.
Yeah.
One man. And then you have a whole crew of content creators telling the community and oh, well, this is not possible. This is not possible. And we're seeing this guy doing it.
Yeah, they're repeating that's what I keep saying. They repeating what they're told to say or what they want you to come back and tell us. I'm not that ignorant. And my thing is some of these content creators be trying to act like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. That ain't what they told us. Listen to what you're saying. That's not what they told you to say. That's crazy.
And you know what, man? That guy's building it on the premise of it's gonna be an RPG, but he already has it all planned out. Like he knows it's gonna be online as well, but he has like everything, man. I was shocked. I still can't go over what I saw. That threw me off seeing that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to piece together what route is he taking as an RPG? Because he's talking about factions and stuff like that. I'm like, what do you mean by factions? I think when he's saying factions, he means stables. We probably, from where we from, he probably means stables and stuff like that. That'd be a great idea.
Or it could even be a crew. It could be, I don't know. It could be even you have the boxer, you have his training crew, and you go into fights, and maybe it's like it's maybe like a modern day like when you play these Marvel comic games. And you have teams of 4 and 5s, but each person on the team has a specialty. So everybody has to work in you have to find that synergy in order to win. I don't know if they can pull that off, if this guy's gonna try to pull it off with an RPG boxing game on that level, man, because it's unheard of if it comes.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how he's gonna do with this online because that's kind of expensive. They're online
Well,
unless you do that parsec or parsec.
well, here's the thing. I don't think it's gonna need parsec nothing. I think he'll do it online. The biggest thing that the biggest change he made, he came out and talked about the motion capture. That's what he condemned.
Yeah.
Well, one, he said it's a technology that's been around for what, 18 years. It's already perfected, kind of thing, right? But he faulted
that technology's
Steel
been
City
around a
for
little
it.
longer than that. Yeah, that technology's been around a little longer than that. Because I remember when I ripped my shoulder and they was doing motion caption on my shoulder for me to at the sports center, like a sports rehabilitation center. So I think it was around, they just adopted it, I guess.
Well, one thing I picked out of the video, he made a claim that the motion capture makes the game less responsive. And he pointed the finger at Undisputed.
Oh yeah, it does. Cause what they do the motion cap. What a good company does, they do the motion caption, and then they do like the animator adds little things that the motion capture didn't capture correctly. But Steel City seemed like they skipped the whole process. And AI corrects what's not done right. And I think that's kind of what he did. It's called procedural something.
Well, what I picked out is he's using something called chematic system.
Okay.
It's the first time I heard about this stuff, but it's basically what chematic system movement is fully programmed. So he's not using motion capture; he's using more animation.
Yeah,
they're doing the animation themselves. So this is where
it's probably less time. If he wasn't doing the motion by himself, the motion cap, he probably did it in less time too.
Well, what he's saying, it's a better system for combat. He's saying that every step, slip, and punch follows an authored rule, making your fighter predictable, consistent, and perfectly syncable online. So here's the thing now, based on his system of this chematic thing, right? To me, it's looking like he's going to pull it off, and he's not going to have desync, and he doesn't have to set up this whole, like, what's his name? Cold-Blooded did that video explaining to everybody how, we can't do this because Unity physics is not this great thing. They got to go to Unreal and they'll have that special feature on Unreal that's going to make it all in sync. And I kind of wondered about that because, on a side note, though, we were talking about before. It's like, well, how come do we know if Steel City even attempted to use a dedicated server in Unity? Right. This goes back to your saying about shortcuts. Yeah. It's all shortcuts, and now it's starting to go. But so the thing is, this guy might beat them all by using a chematic system.
Yeah.
But one thing I'll say,
when I did my research, that it doesn't matter which system they put it on. It's still them. It's their development while the game is desyncing and stuff. It could all be fixed on Unity or Unreal Engine.
Yeah, they didn't fix it, man. They didn't attempt to fix it. All it did was push. It was DLC. All they do is DLC. That's all it is.
Yeah. And that's going to stop selling.
Oh, it's not gonna. So after this Truthbound video, once people catch a wind and realize, like how look at what this guy's making. Look what we paid into with Undisputed. Horrible, man. It really that Truthbound video, it really just it's really exposing everything. It goes back a lot of stuff that you were saying leading up to this. And you had a lot of people say, okay, well, this guy's gatekeeping. We don't know what's going on, really. You know what I mean? And we have to listen, to what they're saying all the time. And it's like, okay, that's supposed to be the gospel, but it's not.
Yeah, facts.
But so that chematic system that he's using, it sounds like he's pulling it off. Actually, no, I don't know which game he's pulling it off because he kind of talked about THQ Undisputed. But THQ Undisputed used motion capture, I think, or is that the one where it used chematics? I don't know.
I don't know. I forget.
But one flaw. I don't know. I don't want to say flaw, but one thing I'll say is that he said that EA UFC is using motion capture, the UFC series right now. But one thing I'll say, the UFC 5, if it's using motion capture, there's no desync. It's accurate. Feels really good, man. So, yeah. But
Nate says people crazy about the game that ain't even gameplay yet. They're excited. They're excited about another game in general that can actually make Steel City do better. Meanwhile, it's games out that are good. Check Pronto Boxing, good arcade action hybrid. Once you threw the word arcade in there, that's really shining a lot of people away. Once you threw the arcade in there,
Yo, one
even,
thing
even
one thing he also spoke about was ragdoll, the ragdoll physics. He actually said no. He said no to ragdoll physics.
that thing to me, it should be a hybrid of both. It has a more realistic look to it.
Well, he's saying that no, he's saying the ragdoll. Well, I don't know if he was saying it's about the realism or it's about it's too hard to implement that kind of ragdoll when you have competitive gaming. But here's the thing: it's in UFC 5 they have it, and it works. From what I've seen so far,
they have a hybrid system, right?
UFC 5,
Yeah, like part
so, yes.
ragdoll, part yeah.
I would say so. But there's no, but it doesn't have no desync issues.
Oh, I'm not defending. I'm not defending Undisputed at all.
This guy's saying people cry they want sim and avoid BKSBs. He talking bare knuckle. Which one is that? BKSB.
That's Love C Shorty game, Bloody Knuckle Street Boxing.
It's not online yet, man. That's the thing. You have to play everything parsec, I guess.
Yeah, Dad, man, you did it. Everybody always say that. They say they want the 2K of boxing and to spend money on stuff. But the thing is, y'all keep associating money with 2K. When people say the 2K of boxing, it was never about the money part. 2K won presentation and, having the best representation of a sport 3 years in a row. That's what people talking about. They're not talking about the microtransactions and stuff like that. And companies like EA and 2K, they can't use the same excuses as an indie company or a company just coming up. They can't use them excuses because they're multi-billion-dollar companies. But their thing is we're going to still have to find a way to recover our money. Because if they pay for boxers straight up, they're losing money. No matter how people see it, because a lot of people think that boxers shouldn't charge to be in the game. And that's crazy. Bass is a business to them. Everything got to be a business because they never know when their money going to run out from them checks.
Yo, you have to be excited, man. The guy's making a boxing RPG. Not a fighting RPG. He's making a boxing RPG with everything in it, man. Never seen before. And he's doing it by himself, man. Like it's like I can't wait. I'll talk about the donations there because I'm getting ready to donate to this guy, man. Everything's looking legit with him, man.
Yeah.
Everything's looking legit.
He should do what's called him what they call that Kickstarter. Or
yeah, no, that's what that's what it is. Well, it's a patron. From when I went to, it's a patron. So right now, like you could do monthly subscriptions a bit, but if you break down the monthly like into like a one-time donation, he has like what the 3 tiers. He has a $5 donation, a $12 donation, and a $20 donation. That's how his thing works.
You say you got a chance of being in the game.
With the $20 per month one, I believe that one you have a chance.
Yeah. And my thing is, I'm still waiting to be Undisputed, even though I don't like the game. That'd have been funny. Let me see.
But But Claimer Uncut, one of his quotes was he mentioned motion capture is an illusion over authenticity. And that should tell a lot. And that, you know what, that there's so many ways to look at that. But one way to look at it is all these freaking DLCs that they keep on dropping. It's just a circus. It's a motion cap circus that because the boxes don't fight like themselves. They look like they're fighting like themselves, but they don't move. They don't do right.
Thanks. Let me see. I'm trying to see what Made is saying.
The same shit happened to ESBC, but ESBC wasn't even this. Like, look at this guy's ambition versus ESBC, man. This guy's way more ambitious, man. Like, the fact that ESBC, people should have been whipping ESBC to be this ambitious when it was in the ESBC so we could get something. We didn't get shit. If anything, they reduce ESBC.
Yeah, my thing, that's a good point you made right here, mate. He says, someone said if claim game ain't licensed, it won't work. Like, huh? That means the person said that, if they said that, they're not a boxing fan. If the mechanics look good, the game will sell better than a realist, with real licensed boxing.
Who said if it doesn't have license? This guy Made? Who said that?
Yeah, he said. He said.
No, then Made. You know what, man? Undisputed is the right game for you. It's the right game for you, man.
No, he said somebody.
If all you care about is licenses, man, like that's why that's the trap right now you're in.
Yeah, and people don't realize if you make a boxing game without real boxers, the real boxers would come in for free almost free. They'll be begging to be in the game.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the license, man. That's all Undisputed is right now. It's a DLC license a scam.
Yeah.
It's a DLC just sucking your wallets, man. That's all they're doing. Sucking your wallets, and they're not even giving you any improvements to the game.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I disagree with the DLC. But if it was a great game, I would be happy to give money and stuff for the game. Because I know that's how they got the boxers. They're not EA. They're not going to be able to pay these boxers straight up cash. I think they're going to go in a hole. They're going to
Made because it's whatever you're saying, it's probably getting lost in translation because you got too much to type. So that's why it's coming off that way. Just come on the show live and just talk, and then that way there won't be any miscommunication. That's what happens sometimes when you're in a live chat and if you can't express it properly, it's better to come on the show. Yeah, I don't understand what he's talking about though. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Come on come on talk. Come and talk, and then that's the best way to go about it. Hey, yo, actually talk about the whole thing about the scam. Did you catch that that thing he spoke about? He was talking about pawn to the system, and he talked about a book. First time I saw a book called The Hook Model. You saw that? The Hook Model?
No.
So that's a book that he was showing how a lot of these I guess how companies sell you a product that it gets you addicted, and they keep on and they keep on sending little add-ons all the time, right?
Yeah.
But it's I've never heard of it, but the fact that he digged into it, man. He's showing what these guys do, but it's a book based off what's it here? It was based off the book Hook by Nir Eyal. Never heard of this guy. Eyal explains the role of habits and successful products and services and how you can use a 4-step model to shape your behaviors and habits. And basically that's one of the goals to sell a DLC.
Yeah, because I was like, because their thing is they keep saying that they're giving us quality DLC. No, you giving us one
No,
character,
they're not.
and the rest is not, up to par. And my thing is, like I was saying earlier, if you could change that one character, that means you can add a referee, the inside fighting, and you can add clinching. But their thing is, it's a design. They designed the game the way it is, and it's backfiring on them. Because they were cheerleading for Still City. They're like, oh man, they doing a great job. They're gonna make it easier for us to make a boxing game. That disappeared real quick. Everybody got silent.
Yo, when did you first see when did you first see ESBC? What year? 2022 or 2021?
Was it early 2021?
2021. Yo,
Yeah.
so if that's the case, this game we're playing, it's stagnant. It's a whole 5 years, and they haven't made any improvements to the game.
It's technically 6. They started in 1999. That's when they opened the studio.
Nah, 1999 is too long ago, man. 1999, you're saying? There's no way this game would have been in development since 1999.
6 years.
Well, if we go off 2021, that tells you, man, this game is stale. What they haven't made any. The fact is that they're not taking any. They're not taking any of the community feedback. And this one-man show, Claimer of Cut, who spent 298 days by himself, it looks like he's taking all the damn info everybody's giving, and he's making a fucking game from it, man.
Yeah.
What does Undisputed show us in 5 years? All Undisputed showed us in 5 years is that they know how to come out with gimmicky DLC and get all these guys suck on the hook model, right?
Yeah, because my thing was they wasted all that time, 6 years, and they didn't make nothing of progress. This company that made massive games in 6 years. And then you know what they're gonna say? COVID. They're gonna say this excuse, that excuse. We started over 3 or 4 times. Why do y'all start over so many times? Will said it. Because I'm pretty sure when he came there, the game changed drastically. The timeline says it. Y'all got me confused, laughing out loud. I'm good. I got hella boxing games to play. I've been moved on from Undisputed. Poe, thanks for all you do. No, I'm not going against you. You know, everybody I never called you any type of name. No, I have respect for you. All love to appreciate y'all being vocal for boxing games. Yeah, I'm for boxing games in general. If it helps make a better game, I'm for it. Just that some games I'm just not gonna play.
Yo, can you imagine that this his fainting system is more advanced already than Undisputed?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's showing like movements already where you could go different levels. You could change levels and punch on that level, all that kind of stuff, because he's not using that with the motion capture. If they don't edit the motion capture, I guess you can't do that kind of shit.
It's just that they're not using it the way it should be used. Because I think EA still use still use motion capture.
UFC 5's using.
I see them scanning boxes in, and they got the little tabs on the suits.
Let me ask you something. What was that thing that Steel City opened in the States in Vegas? That was another studio they opened, or just a place where they have some equipment if they need to take photos?
Scanning studio.
That's a scanning studio. Okay, it's not really like okay, because it's probably cheaper for them to have it there. In this...
The box is right there. Because most of the boxes, they right there in Las Vegas. But my thing is, it was kind of a waste of money. It'd probably been cheaper for them to fly the people out to the UK.
Yo, Poe, if this guy drops a friggin' a boxing RPG game in your wildest dreams, do you think that was coming out?
Yeah,
Horizon.
It's gonna be a
you think of what?
think it's gonna be a while because it's just him. He might show us something like major, like the end of next year or in the middle of next year. So with the graphic that he got, I can't see him bringing out a full-fledged game by himself.
The graphics look okay. I thought the graphics were okay.
I'm talking about with the graphics that he got.
The graphics are PS3. They're PS3 era graphics, I think. I would say.
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of PS3.
I give 4. Because I'd say 4 because you gotta remember whoever, I don't know if you ever played Metal Gear Solid. Those graphics was way before their time. You could say they PS5
on PlayStation 1 when it first came out?
No, it's PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but graphics in terms of the real-time gameplay or the cinematic graphics? Because that's one thing about the Metal Gear. They had those crazy cinematic graphics.
Yeah, I'm talking about the real graphics. Looked great.
Yo, Poe, did you catch the part of the video where Claymore and Cuddy's talked about position-based actions?
Oh yeah.
What do you make of that? That's something new because we have never heard of that in Undisputed. Sorry, we have never heard of that in Fight Night Champion, and obviously you're not going to hear about that in Undisputed because it's a copycat of Champion. What other boxing game have we heard that so far?
I didn't hear that terminology. Never. You see, he was talking about the points. He had more points. The 6-point blocking and stuff, he had more points. I think he had 12. And I had
the game is going to be manual. The game is going to be manual blocking off the bat.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, the camera angle is interesting. It's a kind of it's almost like it's almost like they're shooting the boxer from his knee up kind of angle. So you're kind of looking up a little bit to them. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. And I wondered, was that on purpose? Because something he's not really doing well. I don't know.
Well, it could be on purpose for a good reason. It could be so. Here's the thing. It could be perspective, right? Camera. It's So here's the thing. Undisputed kind of. I don't know if this is a negative, but with Undisputed, the camera is always kind of far away because they want to show the guy's footwork and stuff, right? So that's what Undisputed's concerned about. So therefore you have to zoom out. You have to zoom out more. So but with his, the guys are looking bigger, but it's because he's coming underneath maybe with the camera.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's too focused on showing the footwork. Based on what I saw.
That's basically that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say.
But do you think do you think that you should show the footwork?
Yeah, because that's one of the things people are gonna really talk about. So how is your footwork compared to Undisputed? How's this compared to they're gonna always he's in direct competition.
But is Undisputed footwork, is it gimmicky?
That's a good question. That's what they use to sell the game. But it's not there no more. People don't realize it's not there no more. What sold the game is definitely not there anymore. They toned it down a lot. And even I was told in the LinkedIn that they keep saying realistic boxing is slow. You can't blame the boxing. It's the people that's fighting. You can't say, hey, the game is too slow, it's too realistic, it's too slow. That's not realistic boxing. Boxing has different speeds and you're in control of it. You in control of the pace of the fight. If you let the other person dictate the speed of the fight, that's on you. People don't realize that. It's like they try to find things to complain about on purpose. I got. Let me see. See, everybody liking that poster put up there. It's like it's getting up there. If I get 2,000, boy. I made a post about how on LinkedIn. I made a post about how companies could get the money for the game, how they should structure the game, and you know everything that I got on my wish list is doable within a year. Now, a company that's don't know what they're doing, it'll take them 6 years to do what most people want, and that's crazy.
Yo, the guy also showed a parry system. He also showed a parry too. I saw the parry demo as well.
Yeah. A lot of people saying we don't need a parry system in the game. It's not doable. I think Ash said it's no more buttons on the controller for parry system. There's always buttons on the controller system.
Yo, the fact that even he said that, just look at UFC 5, man. Very advanced control system, man. Using the same PS5. They made use of all the buttons. They have modifiers, everything, man. And you could do it's so complex because you're doing grappling and punching at the same time, or striking.
Yeah.
Yo, did we see a clinching system?
Did we? I forget.
I don't think we saw a clinch, any kind of clinching system.
Yeah, and I was laughing. Even sports game analysis, he was laughing too, because he said why did he got him in a cage? He had him in a cage.
Oh, you mean the arena where they're fighting?
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Just a showcase, I guess. Hopefully.
I don't know why. I feel I would love to know what engine he's using, but it feels like something feels like Undisputed 3 THQ. Something about it.
Yeah. I wonder what engine they're using. See, I want to get him on the show, but I don't think he's gonna want to come on there. For some reason, nobody want to come on the show.
No, he'll come for sure, because he's doing something like he's not doing anything that's breaking copyright or nothing, man. Like he'll come and talk.
Yeah, because I told him on a post, I said, I need to get you on the show. And he ain't respond back. It's like he danced around the question.
I'll give him some time, but he'll come. I feel like he'll come for sure. But in the video, is that his real voice, or he's using some kind of voice AI?
That's what a lot of people be saying. I don't know if that's his voice or not. And that's another reason I be thinking that he probably might not want to come on the show. Because he got to sync up his voice if he come on the show for an interview. I don't know. Yeah,
but he's showing how he's showing some foundation. He's showing how this schematic it's gonna allow for, like, he's demoing the circle and out, the feints, the blocks, everything right now.
Yeah. See, Westcom would have been scared if EA was still making a boxing game. They'd have been scared if they saw something like that. They'd have probably tried to pull him into their company. I think he was one of them people that's trying to be a part of this company. I don't think he would have fit in. I think they would have got rid of him.
Which company?
In Steel City. I think they would.
Oh, this guy working with them? Oh man, they would kill that. The think tank at Undisputed. It just sounds like it's a DLC think tank. That's it, man. There's no creativity beyond that. Yeah. Somebody like him, they wouldn't know what to do with him. They'll just do with that, just like how they did with that community manager, that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what they'll do with them.
yeah. That's crazy. And
Think
Leafy
about
was
this.
saying that. Good.
Think about this. So it was around 2001 that game started developing, right? Around what time did
Yeah.
Will come? 2002 or
I
2003?
think he came in the later part of 2001. I think that I had it
Later
written down
part.
and everything. Yeah.
So let's just say he came in the second half of 2022. The game's been stagnant ever since.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine, there are probably guys like him that maybe passed through and they got rid of them because they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want to be held accountable for to develop the game.
Yeah. Because one guy that I sent to them, he's a developer. He be back at EA. He mad at him, so I'm guessing that's what's going on. Nobody ain't gonna talk bad because they don't want to mess up having a job. I say, Dad. Let me see. Yeah.
All
Well, I
this
told
stuff
you.
it made me.
Go
All
ahead.
this
Go ahead.
stuff it made me go back and I watched I Game You Watch. I would watch that whole thing in the Vegas where he fought Marshall Mines and he lost and there was some kind of controversy. Did the judging system did it crash or is that whole game rigged or they rigged it? Like what happened with that? Like what happened with that match?
They said it crashed.
It crashed.
Yeah, they said it crashed and nobody ain't really say nothing. I'm like, they should have let them run it back. That's
I don't
crazy.
know,
It's
man.
like they picked
What
and choose who they want to be the winner.
Well, I just find it strange because if it crashed, like I haven't heard I Game You Watch say he didn't say full out the screen crash. Like how? Like if they're watching the screen, like you're playing the video game, right? You're seeing the friggin' results, like you're
Yeah,
seeing the screen. How come no one's saying exactly if the thing crashed or what happened?
yeah. That's
Did you find that strange?
it's real strange.
And if it did crash, Jesus Christ, that crashed on a freaking in the on the biggest stage, man. And this is your
Exactly.
offline mode, and that's your offline mode that's crashing, man. Like that's pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah, and that don't make no sense because it's offline. That's crazy.
But
I
some of
don't
it doesn't
know.
make sense because I Game You Watch, he's not saying exactly what he saw.
That'd have been a good question to ask him when I had him.
But dude, he had a whole video.
He
The
said,
videos.
precise. Hold up, precisely said he fought Fight Night Finest, not Marshall Mine. Oh,
Fight
they
Night
ain't
Fight.
even
Okay,
invite
Fight Night
Marshall
Fighters.
Mine. They ain't invite Marshall Mine. That was weird.
He fought a guy
He
that
shot.
was wearing the Karate Kid suit.
Yeah,
He
that was
came
Fight
dressed up
Night
as the
Fight.
Karate Kid. Okay.
That do seem like something Marshall Mine would wear, right?
What?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I wonder.
But
I wonder if they're gonna
so what?
actually do another tournament like that because the way Ash was saying it, like it won't be another event like that when he was like talking to them. You remember when he said that in the beginning? He said, y'all ask your questions now because I don't know if we're gonna do something like this again. I'm like, what the heck? He must be knowing that everything's not going the way it should be going. And this thing is he too trusting. People learning back to cause punch tracking issues is not acceptable. If it's to avoid punching, that is fine.
Or even the fact that that the people at Undisputed thought it was acceptable that you could lean back and hold that pose forever.
Yeah, because it shouldn't be the leaning back. It should be how long you can hold it. And to me, they go back too far. And boxing, you lean back quick. It's a quick movement.
Or you're
But
leaning back. You're leaning back and holding that pose, and that guy runs up on you and hits you with a straight.
and you still
Don't wouldn't
fall.
you lose your Wouldn't you lose your balance? They have nothing. They
Yeah,
don't even think those. They don't even think those things. Like there's no concept of momentum, balance, inertia, nothing in that game.
no,
They
no,
sold us a super shit. That's what it is.
exactly. Because I'm like kind of getting tired of them nerfing everything a nerf. Everybody keeps saying nerf. No, tell them to put the right things in the game. Stop telling them to nerf everything. Everything shouldn't be nerfed. Like they was talking about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, he got too much power. You're not asking for the right things. Deontay Wilder has power, but he also had weaknesses in real life that y'all not trying to, do in real life. For one, if you're a smaller person than Deontay Wilder, you should be fighting them closer. He got to extend his arm, but they don't have the mechanics right in the game. That's what I be talking about when people they complain about the wrong things. Let me see. I would think Sunday would be our biggest day for people to be popping up in here.
Especially with the troop bound news.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could because I had this system that I could download YouTube videos, but I guess they caught on and they stopped it. Let me see. A Smooth said, "You notice the fighter that's leaning back, they don't even have animations for them moving their feet. They just stay stationary and turn with the opposing fighter." That's crazy. I didn't know that. I ain't never see that. That's crazy. See, they're being cheap on the animations. They're trying to put as least as possible in the game. No the animations for that. That's crazy.
I just find it so disrespectful. After a whole year, they never when you get the flash KO to the body, they're showing they're showing the animation where the guy's he's flat on his face on the canvas. You know what I mean? And that's they're not showing the one where he should be you see him on his knee. You know what I mean? And he can't get up. They're not showing those kind of animations. They're
Oh
showing
yeah,
they're showing the wrong one, man. Like I don't know why they're doing
yeah.
that.
Because it's like they don't care at this point.
Man.
It's like they just throwing anything in there and hope people just accept it, and people accepting it. Then they get mad at people like me and you and other people that say something.
Like how
People
come they
do
can't bring that how come they cannot bring that back? Why is that on a low priority?
exactly, and they talk about stuff like that. That's not a priority. That ain't the only reason you say it's not a priority because nobody else talking about it. Then when somebody talks about it, then you're gonna put it on the lower of the list on a list. You're gonna be like, well, that's not in our roadmap. We got other things we got to worry about. They say it's crazy stuff like that. That's crazy. What made that? Hey, May, why don't you come on the show, man? I'm trying to get all of y'all on the show if I can. Just come on the show, pop in. DLC is the priority. Shaking my head, yup. It is. See, that was they stupidity to be honest, because they should have never signed real boxers. They should have just made the game, make sure it was right, then add the boxers. Now there's a problem. Because my thing is people gonna be complaining. They're gonna say, y'all ain't got real boxes in the game. They're gonna keep playing the game. Y'all ain't got real boxes in the game. Then you wait like a couple of months, you had the gameplay and everything done. Then you could give them boxes. They're gonna accept them with no complaints or nothing.
I've been hearing a couple of arguments being made that Undisputed is starting to show similarities to Tekken, where the DLC is paid to win, meaning that certain DLCs are overpowered and guys are buying it because they want to have that competitive advantage.
So who in the DLC is overpowered?
So one right now you could say is a welterweight division, Pandora.
Beast was saying that he ain't had no problem with people trying to fight Fandora on the outside. Fandora's supposed to be good if you fighting on the outside.
Beast knows every damn trick, so he has no problem. He knows every trick. He'll figure out the trick.
Yeah. But Fandora's a tall guy. His things. My thing is, when these people make these complaints, are they valid or is it they trying to get you to nerf certain things? Because I be seeing stuff that they want nerfed that don't make sense to me.
Or think about this: is the whole problem with the game is the limitation of the going back to the whole motion cap. We can't have like good boxing gameplay. Is it because of the motion cap?
I think it's partial to blame, but you know, me knowing what I know, I think it's the animator being he's being lazy and they're not using technology. The technology is there for them to do anything they need to do in the game. So I think it's on them. And they telling Ash what they can't do. And my thing, I would be like, it ain't what you can't do, it's what you if you can't do it, I'll just get somebody else for it. Ash too nice. That's what it seemed like. He's too nice.
What happens if this game if Will still sits at the top there as a creative director or designer of this game, and we're just gonna get a repeat of what we have now, or can he actually improve the game? Can he actually? It's gonna be worse.
I think
it's gonna be a repeat. All it is a porting Unity to Unreal, and they're gonna make us buy all the licenses again and see who's gonna buy it again.
Because this thing is well, we could say we never said that with Unreal Undisputed 2. They ain't got to put the referee in the ring. They ain't got to do all these different things. Say we never promised you these things. You never seen these things in the game. And that, to me, that's right there gonna be their downfall. Because what are you putting in the game of value? You know, and they trying to, and their structure is, you know, from research, they're trying to make this game focus on competitiveness, like competitive gameplay. That's for online and esports. But their thing is it's going to backfire. Yeah.
And I think for Undisputed 2 you're meaning, or Undisputed 1?
Yeah, Undisputed 2, I mean. So I don't think it's going to survive. Because their thing, if they like stray away from the offline altogether, they're not going to sell well at all.
Yo, have you seen anywhere anyone has posed the question and said have they actually tested out dedicated Unity servers for this game, and what were the results? I found nothing about it, and nobody talks about it. But everyone's confident we got to jump the Unreal Engine.
And that's not what it impedes. That shows their lack of education about the game, because from my research, it don't matter what game it's on, it's on them. They got dedicated servers on Unity. They could have everything working. They could fix desync on Unity, but they trying to act like, oh, we going over to Unreal Engine and everything's going to be beautiful. Nope, that's not how it works.
Can you imagine too that this people are forgetting, man. This Unreal move is not going to be for the standard PS5. There's no way this thing's gonna run on a standard PS5. It's gonna be the cutoff's gonna be a PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at least a PS5 Pro for what they're doing. So like the fact is, it's sort of, it goes back again that they're disappearing on the community. They're abandoning this game, and well, they're making it seem like they're not abandoning because okay, we're releasing DLC, but that's nothing. The DLC is not improving the gameplay. The DLC is not fixing the desync. It's doing nothing.
Exactly.
Who can we compare these guys to? When's the last time there was a software developer at this scam level, like for gaming?
That the guys that
Who's
made
this?
that
Who is this? What's the word? The word's not it's savage, man. This is savage shit they're doing and they're pulling it off.
28 days later. I mean, that not 28 days later, but the you know, that game that everybody was talking about. Then they took their money and tried to run with it. The day before, the day after, something like that.
I don't know that one.
Say usually with a second game, it's supposed to be a huge step up, features, gameplay wise, compared to the last one. They got all these job postings and new studios, and that would be tragic if nothing changed. It really would. It really would, a Smooth. It really would. That's crazy. It's like they're not showing us that they want to do better. It's like nothing is like
they're supposed to be upgrading this fucking game. In the meantime, while they get ready to release the PS6 version. This is the thing that gets me, man. We're in 2020. We're going into 2026. It's going to be 2 years of no development until you get a peek of what's this thing that coming out for the PS5 Pro, PS5 6 kind of shit, or PS6.
And I
can't imagine. I can't imagine that the game would be dead for 2 years, almost 3.
Yeah. And their thing is, well, they held off that long. They can hold off a little longer. We're gonna take a break. It's not gonna happen because their thing is, if I keep pushing my narrative the way I am, it's another company gonna come in and just knock them off the block. People can't trust them. They really can't.
You know. Also, too, I'm wondering. Have you heard of that game? It's hot right now. It's called Where the Wind Meets. Chinese game, the Chinese developer. Where the Wind Meets. It's absolutely free. Have you heard the hype about it?
It's a martial arts game.
Yeah, it's like Jade Empire, but a big massive online thing.
That's what Westcon was telling me. Beast was telling me about that earlier. And I was like, you serious? Because I've been giving out ideas for a martial arts game. He's like, yo.
It's out there. It's free, man. So I started playing it. What I kind of feel. So one of the biggest things that we're not going to see with Undisputed is just like incremental updates, like real updates, right? This game Where the Wind Meets absolutely free, and they're going to be making those kind of updates. They're just going to keep on building upon, they're building upon the foundation, which many games do. A Rematch does that as well. Undisputed is the only fucking game I've seen come out in recent times where they're not building upon the foundation. It's like, it's just terrible. When I think about it, Where the Wind Meets for free. Rematch. Like all these games are doing it. These guys hustled everybody.
Yep.
They ain't building nothing, man. They're not building us for DLC.
Yeah. Precisely said they probably taking a break for the holidays too.
Okay, hey, I could even give a shit at this point for them to say they're coming out with a December update because the game's fucking dead. The game's dead. There's nothing to look forward to, man. The only thing to look forward to is if they could figure out how to fix that quick glitch so you could actually have at least a little bit of competitiveness in this game. But if they can't fix that, this game is trash. Whole year and more.
Yeah. And that's crazy because the quick glitch been there since when? The beginning?
Since the beginning.
That's crazy.
You know what? Hey, you know what's funny? I want to delete Undisputed from my hard drive so bad, but I can't. can't delete it because I paid so much fucking money for it. I paid over 180 USD, so I cannot delete it from the hard drive. I can't do it because I spent so much money on this piece of shit. I have to keep it there. I have to keep it there for at least maybe 4 years. Okay, then I can delete it after, but I can't delete it. It's such a. I paid so much money for it. Horrible.
I'm glad I ain't investing money in it.
Horrible, man.
I ain't even support my homie Shannon Briggs. I was like, Dad, I said, nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
Yo, what's the latest on the Crown League? The Crown Creator League?
I don't know. I'm precisely, aren't you in one of the leagues? What was the point of resetting the records and removing the seasons that wasn't ever going to start just for there to
What
be
season?
a quick glitch?
we're still in season 0. That's the biggest live at all, man.
1.2, something like that. 0 point something.
Well, it's literally season 0. They hey, CSI is so stupid. Just take out the 0 to make the lie look better, man. Come on, don't make it so obvious. It still says season 0. We're never gonna have a season with this game. It's almost like they don't know how to program a season mode into it. Maybe that's what it is.
But somebody told them let's not go with that. The
Crown League. That's the one. Hey, that's the one good thing about the Crown League. They play the game the way it's meant to be played.
That's
they play the game. Well, that's the thing. That's their mission. Hey, that's the Crown League's mission statement somewhere. Yeah, that's their mission statement. And quotes from asked, if you play the game the way it's supposed to be played, isn't it? It's a good game, right? Yeah. That's the whole mission statement for the Crown Creator League.
You see what he said? He said Apex people were getting suspended for holding block. Yo, what the heck? Yo.
So precisely.
So
one of the reasons why I don't like playing in leagues is because I always have, this is just me personally, but I always figure whoever created the league, the league is a reflection of their own fears. Their own fears of how they lost. So they come up with these little rules, you know what I mean, to prevent certain things from happening to them. It's just to support their style. That's all it is. Majority of the times, that's why I feel leagues are. But it's good to hear that they're suspending people, so they're enforcing the rules. Because if you're holding the block, you're not playing the way the game. You're not playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. Can't be holding that block too long.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me. Stuff like that be making me laugh because that's like the first thing you taught when you come in the gym, to put your hands up. Put your hands up. Remember, like yesterday, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up, boy. Bop, get popped upside the head. Keep your hands up.
Yo, so precisely, so when the person was holding the block for suspension, like exactly what were they doing? Just holding the block?
What was the person doing that was mad that he was holding the block? That's the stuff that be bugging me out.
I need some more context. I need to understand him. What does he do? Is he holding the block and running backwards or something, or he's not engaging?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's up, Bama? Just play normally. They say stop blocking. That's not boxing. I don't know. I would love to know like what it like just the context. Was he kind of pumping the block? I'm surprised to hear that, Bama. The PS5 Pro is supposed to be like really on par with the Series X or even better. But I think I did read somewhere that it's better optimized for because the game was really a PC game. I guess they ported it over, so therefore, like Xbox, it still plays closer to PC, maybe.
What happened since I was gone? Just picked up the PS5 Pro, and Undisputed still looks worse than the Xbox Series X version. Why people keep saying that the PS5 version looked great?
No, he's saying it doesn't look good on the PS5 Pro.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about people saying it looked better on it, but he's saying it's not. Let me see.
I think it has to look better on Xbox because it's really like the PC, the Steam version of Xbox will be the Steam version on the PC will be closest to Xbox. It's all PC anyways.
Yeah. Well, Leafy saying also, Paul, I might get banned from Undisputed server soon.
Leafy, why are they gonna? What reason would they ban you?
Oh, you know why they're gonna ban them. That's why.
No, I need to. No, no, but what
You
reason?
need
Like, what would be one reason they would ban you?
The PS5, Lois said the PS5 Pro is powerful. Avatar looks incredible. It looks the same as the base PS5. On my TV, the PS5 Pro looks fine. Leafy said, well,
No, just give me
let's
Leafy.
say,
Just give me one, and I'll tell you if it's reason to be suspended or not.
he said, let's just say I said Candyman name multiple times today. Who you mean by Candyman? You talking about Will or are you talking about the Beast? They don't like
Wait,
when you say
what?
Will.
But yo, Paul, what really would be the rules in a Discord server or any kind of a community chat server? What are usually the rules about talking about, like if you call out the name of a developer, if you call out the name of if you or anybody on the production team, if you say a positive thing, is there anything wrong with that?
No. That's why I be laughing because I was a senior moderator for a reason. You could talk to the developers all you want. You can mention their name, but it's about being respectful. Even if you say, I don't like what they did with the game, that's being respectful. Now, when you start saying they stupid for putting that in the game, that's when it's a problem. But Still City, I mean, they made up their own rules in this the Discord. Oh, he said Rackzilla, Will Kinsler. Yeah, they don't want you to say that.
Yeah, but Leafy, what did you say like exactly? Like that's not exact. Like just give me one. What did you say about him?
Lord said, I haven't spent much time with Undisputed. It has too many issues. They fix the punch connects and they always break again. Exactly. And that's what Ash was saying. Every time he fixed one thing, it breaks on something on another box or it breaks something in the game. So that telling you that the game is broken.
Yo, Paul, I keep on meaning to tell you this. So all this bullshit talk about moving Undisputed to Unreal. I played a game, but it's not on the latest Unreal, right? It's not on Unreal 5, but on console, there's a volleyball game, and it was made on Unreal. It had to be, maybe it's Unreal 4, but it was a PS4 game. So, anyways, it had desync as well. Like anytime you hit the volleyball, you never see the hand. Sometimes the hand wouldn't touch the ball. It'll just be like a force will just hit the friggin' ball. And that was built on Unreal. So I'm kind of curious too, like this whole, like this technology where they have where we saw in Cold Blood's video, was that something that was available in 4 as well, or that's something brand new that they unveiled for 5? Because as I said, I'll show it one of these days. I'll probably get some gameplay footage, but it's horrible, man. The ball, you cannot hit the ball. Like you're hitting it, but it's not making contact. And that's Unreal.
They were saying that if you transfer it over to Unreal, you might have to actually build a system. You might have to structure the system. With Unreal, you can actually make your own, like, I guess, server or whatever.
You can make I don't know if the word is attrition, but you can make, like, as you further develop the game, you could make it your own engine after eventually. Because once you add your little scripts and everything, it becomes your. You could start at some point. It becomes yours. Like you could make tweaks to the. You can make tweaks to the actual Unreal Engine itself.
Yeah, I seen them hire somebody look like that's what they're going to do. So I don't know. Oh, Leafy said, I said, you think the game feels good to you when you were fighting as Frotch against Fanatical, you were missing and throwing wild because you didn't understand boxing. Now punches have land no matter what. That's why the game feels good to you, because there isn't boxing. You were saying that, or was Will there? Will ain't pop up in the Discord since that last thing, did he? Did he pop up again? If he didn't pop up again since that time, we know why he popped up, because of that.
But Paul, let me ask you this: how would you say it like that? That made me laugh what Miffy said, right? But the thing is, the first time I crossed my mind, if you just based on the whole culture at CSI, they're all kind of I want to say kind of weak-minded characters, right? But the thing is, if somebody saw, like, how do you say that so it doesn't hurt his feelings? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, how, like that that's gonna break Will's ego. How do you say that to Will in such a way that he could stomach it?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. A Smooth said, I remember Rack said he's not a super dedicated boxing fan in an interview a while back. That's ridiculous. Yeah, and they saying Ashton was saying he's a super fan. Say he's I think they said he's a genius or something like that. Some high up there. But he's not.
No, where he, like, okay, if we think of like the whole boxing universe, where Will fits in is he likes collecting cards. I think he collects like these and some of these cards are like boxing cards, and it could be a fiction or non-fiction character, but that's his connection, I think, to boxing.
Yeah, I think so too. Because his conversations, they're like, he know what color certain people had on in their fights and stuff like that. Hey, if I did the research, I would too. If it was black and white, I would too. I know, he might be able to remember some things that, other people can't, but, a lot of things, I'm like, yo, why did you put that in there? Why do you make these things? And his thing, he always going back to, it gotta be competitive. Boxing is a competitive sport. That I'm like, what logic are they making? Boxing is a competitive sport. We got to make it competitive. Maybe if you make it like boxing really is, it'll be competitive. That's crazy, and people be eating it up. Like people say certain things, like they say, "Oh, they're running." Ask for things to make you be able to stop a person from running. You be able to cut the ring off more efficiently. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, but they could ask, but they ain't gonna get nothing from Undisputed.
nope. But
There's nothing to
my
get from them.
thing is, the content creators have more power than they think they do, and that's why Steel City is using them to go against anybody that says anything. Because if JMMA speak up for the boxing fans, if iGame you watch all these guys like say like this game is trash and it's not representing boxing, they gotta change. But nobody's doing that. Like I
I
said, with,
saw
who you saw? You forgot?
I saw I saw so far Paroxys has talked about Truthbound. Boxing
uh,
Fanatical talked about Truthbound. I saw Marvelous talked about Truthbound.
yeah,
What's his name? Crooks talked about Truthbound. The only person I haven't heard comment about Truthbound yet is Jay. I'm really
yeah,
looking forward to see when he drops that video.
yeah. And my thing was, I'm looking at these jokers, and I'm like, a lot of them really don't. They so focused on Undisputed that they say certain things just for content. It's like content for them. They don't. I don't think they even care about what Truthbound is. I gotta watch their videos. I was like, because some of them they annoying when I watch their videos. But I gotta watch their videos. Like Marvelous. Sometimes I be thinking Marvelous be glazing. Might not be intentionally, but it seemed like he's glazing for Steel City. And what's called Crooks, he sound like he be glazing. Heavy, heavy.
I saw a video of Crooks the other day. He was asking them for I don't know if he was joking or what, but he said, "Oh, I found this problem in the game. You need to hire me so and so I can help you guys, further develop the game." I heard him soliciting them, man, in a video.
No. They be saying things, and I'm like, you're not really about. I literally listened to him yesterday talk about a fight, and I'm not like literally attacking him, but I'm attacking him because I literally watched him. He was talking about a boxing match, and my thing is like, yo, man, stop talking, just look at the fight because you're not a boxing fan. You can look at
Oh,
him and tell you're not a boxing fan.
he was doing the watch party yesterday for
Yeah.
Pitbull versus Roach.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you really don't sound like a boxing fan. Everybody is not going to fight the same way. That's why I say I could challenge anybody, content creator. We get get somebody that never boxed in their life. You train that person, and I train that person, and the money will be $500. I give you $500 if your boxer beat mine. My boxer would beat the brake off him and be asking you to step in the ring next. That's how confident I am in what I know about boxing. See, I remember I trained a guy to be a bully that I thought he was being bullied. He came to the gym and was like, yeah, they bullying me because I'm white and stuff like that, and I said, yeah, that's wrong. And then I'm training him. I trained him good. And I was getting them ready to fight in a tournament or something. He was good. They came back to me like, why you training him to box? I said, why? What happened? There's bullying him. They said, nah, he's the bully. He's bullying everybody. I'm like, yo. Say that's
Yo,
crazy.
Yo, do you remember a mode EA games used to have they used to always have a GM connected mode? They used to have it in their both in their football and their hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they got rid of it because they don't want to give it to people anymore because they want you to for the pay modes, right? Can you imagine they had like something like a GM connected for boxing?
Exactly. That's what we
Like,
asking for.
can you imagine that?
Yo.
And the whole and the thing is too, if you can't make your fight, it'll automatically let the AI take over and simulate all that kind of shit.
Yeah. See, now we thinking exactly. That's the stuff I be
Truth
talking
bound,
about.
truth bound, you'll get closer to that.
Yeah. I think he's getting a lot of ideas from the community, and he's trying to implement it in the game. But at some point, he's gonna have to pull somebody in. I guess
Yeah, for sure.
that comes with the money. Yeah, that comes with the money.
But yo, go back to the crooks. Like he's been doing a whole series of videos now where he's kind of just he's alluding to all the different kind of cheats they're using right now, all the different disconnect cheats, right? I think he should just make educational videos and just expose it one time. But I don't understand why these guys are hiding it for. Everyone knows, like, what's the point of hiding it?
Yeah.
Like if you want CSI to do something about it, then show them this is it. Show the public what the problem is, man. But the thing is, like, the whole idea is that, okay, if I come to them in private, like almost like a private consultant, I'll get something out of it. But I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh, Leafy, this is what I meant to ask you. You should see what's going on with the guys that's making the Fight Night Forever. I don't know why they like. I feel kind of disrespected because they told me the questions and stuff, tame them down some, and I did everything they asked for. Then they did not show up for me to ask them questions. But my thing is, you should try to hook up with them because they know how to do the skins and stuff. They might be able to make your game more realistic, and y'all could team up. That'd be a great idea. And if y'all make a great game model, y'all could get funded easy. Let me see. I'm going to make a list of things Truthbound has and try getting that into my game to make my game better. Yeah, but talk to the guys from I keep forgetting. Fight Night Forever. Let me see. Alabama said they should take resources and focus on offline. Exactly, because that is the heart of the game, and everything else is the add-ons. Do your research. Even when I was talking to other people, the offline dies, the game dies. In my Dolph London voice. If he dies, he dies. Let me see. Man, the Fight Night Forever guys banned me last year because I joined another. Yo, that's crazy. They like
UD3?
weird.
What's UD3?
What's going on with you?
What's UD3?
I don't know. You heard him, Leafy? He said, "What's UD3? What's that league?" I thought I was part of every league. I thought I was part of every league. You still there, Leafy? Oh, there you go. UFC Undisputed
THQ.
3. Oh.
THQ Undisputed 3.
No, they got a Undisputed Forever game. I mean, not Undisputed, UFC Forever game.
That's THQ. That's THQ's Undisputed.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. But these
basically
guys,
they're modding all the all the PS3 era, it seems like they're modding all the PS3 era games. They have all the tools now.
Yeah, well, it seems like they should be putting that energy towards actually making a game. They'll get more money from. They'll actually get money from it, because I don't know if they even get money from what they're doing. It's like these are hobbies for them. Let me see. Yeah, I went way over my time. So I'm about to end this show.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we didn't see a referee in the ring.
Oh yeah. If you're watching this video, Claimer, better have that referee in the ring, man. You better have that referee in the ring. We can't hold back on nobody. Everybody getting the same treatment until they prove us wrong. All right. Until the next show tomorrow, 6 o'clock. All right, what you saying?
We'll talk about it next time, but we never really spoke about no boxing game right now has like a collision system with the arms. Are we seeing that with Truthbound, like a collision system with the arms, or is that something that Undisputed was trying to do, but then they failed at it? Because that's the whole thing with the collision system with the arm. When you develop the game to have that but your arms get entangled, that's when you get into clinching after to a certain extent.
You know, Westcom has something similar to that. I watched Don D. Shout out to Don D 205. He showed that the physics in the game for Fight Night Champion, the punches bounce off the gloves and you can get tangled up and stuff. Like, wow. I said, I didn't realize that people be playing so crazy that you don't get to see things like that. It's like he takes his time and play the game the way to make it look good, not the way it should be played, the way he make it look good.
But also too, it also depends on the speed too. If the game gets too sped up and you can't see certain things, it'll just kind of glitch out every time.
Yeah, I think that too, yeah. Facts. Yeah. Oh, A Smooth said, make sure that the ref is in there fully functioning. Y'all take care. Peace, A Smooth. Peace, everybody. You got anything you want to say before I end it? Oh yeah, peace. Country boy. I seen that new video from Boxing Fanatical. I think Truth Bound. I believe the game looks exceptional. I do too. On
It's
y'all way out,
it's looking like the truth, man. It's looking like the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, like the video and share it. See ya, Poe and AJ Pax. Have a good day, guys. See you too. All right. Tomorrow at 6. I see y'all. Salute AJ Pax. See you tomorrow if you pop up. If you got the time. See all of y'all tomorrow. Peace.